got to see the Preservation Act was so that people could get to see it, not so that a couple of polar bears and Anwar could be happy.
So what is this in Congress about them not allowing them to bring up the discussion about the drilling?
Well, it's got to do with, it's a procedural thing. The Democrats get a tremendous amount of heat back home. And what they have done is they have put up a thing that says, well, you can drill in areas that absolutely have no oil. And, you know, and they figure that will get the people off their backside. But the problem is, the Republicans are letting everybody know there's nobody in the world wants where they're wanting us to drill. But they're not allowing the Republicans to say that on the floor of the House or the Senate, because they're afraid that, actually, the way it works is, the Democratic leadership thinks all people are stupid. They think they don't read, they don't listen, you know, they don't watch television.
Anyway. I mean, there's Robert's rules. They're using the parliamentary procedures.
Parliamentary procedures. They figure if they shut this all off, no one back home will know because, you know, first of all, they wouldn't put us in office if they weren't ignorant to begin with. You know, but the problem is that
we're smarter than that.
The people, they underestimate people. Politicians always underestimate people. They underestimate the fact that an angry electorate is what got rid of the Republicans. What happens, Republicans sat on their hands and didn't go to the polling booths, which allowed the Democrats to get control.
That wasn't smart.
That was
Get
not
out
smart.
Vote.
Yeah, the Republicans are directly, you want us, who in Congress is most responsible for the situation that now exists? It is the Republican Party. Those Christian right-wingers and everything is set on their hands because everyone knew that if the Democrats would get elected, they were going to do exactly what they've done. You can't fault them for doing exactly what they told people.
Well, they told everybody before.
I mean, you know, of course, they did tell people they were going to get business done and they weren't going to hold hearings. That's what they've done for so many years. But everybody knew that the Democratic leadership was all about punishing people. So it's just like the Screen Actors Guild leadership. They want a confrontation, but the Republican, you know, those people, those evangelists, those people all sat on their hands because they didn't like the people. Folks, you could have nominated somebody else for those jobs and simply voted for them. Instead, they just didn't vote.
Well, I guess this is part of it for the next campaign coming up. For those of you that don't think your vote counts, it does.
Okay, since the Democrats took control, energy prices went astronomical. I mean, they
used to blame it on George Bush.
Yeah, but George Bush has no control over whatsoever. Although he had control, gas prices are $20 a barrel cheaper since he lifted the presidential ban on drilling offshore. You know, I mean, no drilling is being done.
Helps a little bit.
But it scared the people that are funding the traders, which are more than likely the Chinese government. You know, it's just you know, they figured, well, I mean, it might be cheaper to buy weapons than it is to play this oil fight for a while. So, but
well, that's not good either.
No, but Bush he acted the only way he could act to drive the energy prices down. Well, he acted to drive the energy prices down. The Democrats won't even allow an energy holiday, you know, where you don't have to pay taxes for one single day. They won't even allow that because they want the money for their programs.
Well, they need the money for the program, that's why.
Right. So, but energy is a tremendous concern because, you know, basically we've got a compact vehicle, which is actually
compact SUV,
which actually gets really good gas mileage. But the problem is, it still eats gas because we travel a lot to work.
And it still isn't the Back to the Future time where I can put the bananas that I use smoothies with and all the trash.
But you go to the grocery store.
That would be nice.
Shopping, you know, but it's still, you know, actually Back to the Future would be nice. You know, actually that car does exist. I mean, but the problem is another fun thing about it. If you manufacture fuel for your own car, the government sticks you a price for doing that.
You still need to pay your taxes on it.
That's right. Even though it's going only in your vehicle, you have to pay taxes as if it was coming out of a regular pump. So that basically drives down the incentive for doing all the work that is necessary to go in and doing it yourself. But you know who it is that said that? Unfortunately, it was Democrats. Because they do not want automobiles. They want electric cars. They want fuel cell cars. cars. They do not want petroleum internal combustion engines. I hate to tell the folks something. No matter what the green people say, no matter what the Democratic Party says about green, somewhere along the line it ain't green.
Yeah, but isn't it better to like move towards that direction at least a little bit? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like you try and reach here, and even though you didn't get all the way up here, you got at least part of the way there.
Well, yeah, but...
Although, except for those people starving.
Yeah, but we're going to have to continue this discussion the next time, unfortunately. So, this is Oldecam.
And this is not a spring chick.